Gratitude should be a year-round habit. So if you're anything like me, if you find yourself caught up in painful and stressful times, it's kind of hard to steer your attention towards the positive things. It's real easy. One of my favorite things to do when I find myself aimlessly going around the internet is looking at stressful situations. Police body cam footage is one of my, it's one of my guilty pleasures. I almost said pet peeves. It's one of my guilty pleasures. It's really easy in this day and age to get your attention sneakily just taken away from you. You can really find yourself going down a deep rabbit hole of who causes my life to be terrible? What causes this part of the world to be terrible? Oh my God, look at that terrible thing happening over there. Oh, look at all this terrible stuff happening with me. It's easy to get into that kind of zone of mentality, especially if you're an overthinker. But on a day like today, happy Thanksgiving, by the way. Day like today means we focus on the good in our lives. We focus on the things that we have and the things that we should be grateful for. And it's a great holiday, you get to spend time with family, you get to have the turkey, the stuffing. My favorite's the pumpkin pie with the ice cream, but you got to be careful around that. It's almost like a family reunion if you're estranged from a lot of people or you're not really talking to people much. Yeah, it's a good little rendezvous for everybody. And then the next day comes, and it's literally called Black Friday. And we do a complete 180 pivot from I'm so grateful for what I have. I'm so happy with this beautiful family, this healthy life that I live, this amazing girlfriend, boyfriend, parents, friends, whoever. And we pivot to, oh, I need this. I need this right now. It's going on cheap. This is my chance to get it. I don't have things. I can't. There's so much lack in my life. I need this. I need that. And yeah, we do it largely because we're holiday shopping. We're looking for presents for Christmas and Hanukkah, and I'm not sure how many holidays involve presents, but basically it's a really interesting shift going from massive gratitude to the complete opposite. Just need. I don't have this, I don't have that, and I need all this stuff. Having gratitude should be a year-round practice. See, I used to have a gratitude practice, like a specific journaling practice where I would write down 3 to 5 things every single day that I am grateful for. And it was an excellent practice, and I would love to get back into it, and I probably will in the near future, especially considering the holiday. But for right now, I kind of just mesh it in with my regular journaling. I'll say I'm grateful for something, and that still kind of counts. But our attention is the biggest part of this equation. Our attention is what gives this practice power. If you want the full effects of a gratitude journaling practice, what you got to do is you got to make it just that. Preferably first thing in the morning, because what that does is it trains your mind. After tons of repetition of doing this, after getting up, and the first thing you do is you journal 5 things that you're grateful for about your life, about what's right in front of you. And it can be simple stuff like this phone, this brick wall, this pen, this toothbrush that I'm about to brush my teeth with. And you take that repetition of that activity for weeks, months, maybe even a year, and then eventually, even if you fall off, which I hope you don't, but if you fall off, your mind is now trained every single day when it wakes up to think of 5 amazing things about its life. That is amazing. That is something that I think everyone would love to have. Everyone would love to have it, because what's the first thing that most people do when they wake up is they check their phone. And what's the most likely thing to be on their feeds, because it's the most popular thing? It's negativity, it's lack, it's danger, it's something your subconscious cannot differentiate from reality. And that's not good. The beginning of your day just spells out the rest of your day. And every day put together, it spells out your entire life. So getting those first few things in the morning to be good is highly, highly valuable. It's highly valuable. It pierces right into your subconscious, and it tells you, okay, I am a grateful person. I have gratitude, and I have all these blessings in my life. What are these good things in my life? Well, I wake up next to my girlfriend every day. I wake up with 2 beautiful cats. Sometimes they're begging me for food, and I'm all annoyed and groggy, and I gotta shuffle over to the bowl and give them food. It would be a much healthier thing for me to write down on a piece of paper, I'm grateful for these cats. I love these cuddly creatures, and they may be annoying at times, but they give me so much stress relief. They give me so much love. They're warm, they're fuzzy. I love holding them. It pays in dividends to be really specific about the way you journal your gratitude. I don't know if I use that phrasing right. Pays in dividends, pays dividends, whatever. It really pays off. It really does. And I'm speaking from personal experience. You can hear me kind of struggle to recall a lot of the benefits because I was in the middle of a lot of turmoil at that point in my life, and it's hard to remember. So much chaos. But I can say for certainty that if I didn't have that gratitude journaling practice, then my life would be a lot worse. I would be focusing a lot more on the things that are pulling me down, and those negative things, those things that take you into the abyss, have your attention. And when they have your attention, they grow. And that goes for everything. So if you wake up with the mentality of being blessed and having so many good things in your life and pointing them out, then those are the things that grow. Those are the things that grow. You get more of that in your consciousness and also in your life if you do it enough. Because eventually your body, without even thinking about it, starts perpetuating those things that you give the most attention to. And eventually your whole reality is just those things that you focus on constantly. We know this about ourselves. We know the more we focus on our diet and focus on the way we train and focus on creatine, we know that that's when we're the most efficient. That's when we're the most consistent. If you're playing a video game and you're thinking about the gym, it's way harder to sit on your ass and play that video game if you haven't hit it. The cognitive dissonance gets to you. The guilt of sitting there and wasting your potential really gets to you. And eventually the body moves. So with that being said, have a happy Thanksgiving. I hope the rest of the holidays are great. I hope your consistency stays the same. I know everything about this time of year can make people fall off, and then they try to rebound with the New Year's resolution, and then you know how that goes. So I hope you have a smooth, consistent, enjoyable, and luxurious holiday season, my friends. Bye.